Hello, Al Pals. Welcome to Big Al Presents. This is Big Al, and today I am presenting my review, finally, of Captain Marvel, the 21st movie in the MCU universe, very controversial, and a lot riding on this review. As everyone knows, the Professor Geek, did not like this movie and was very concerned that who has a history of finding good within even the worst films, and he was concerned that if I like this film at all, it could cost us our friendship. But I went into this concerned. Would I like it? Would it cost me a dear, dear friend? Well, I know most of you already do know the answer, but for those of you who don't, let's get to the review. Let's find out if Professor Geek and I are still on speaking terms. Captain Marvel 2019. When Kree warrior Veers finds herself on Earth in 1995, she begins to recover memories of her life as Carol Danvers, a human pilot believed dead for 6 years. The 21st film in the MCU, of course, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Captain Marvel has the distinction of being one of the series' low points thus far. The film's storyline, from premise to pacing, was weak. The special effects, while decent, never live up to the standards of the previous films in the MCU. Brie Larson seems miscast as Carol Danvers, the hero who would eventually be called Captain Marvel. Her efforts to portray strength and confidence comes off as being smug and self-important, better found in the Lady of Downton Abbey, who felt a superiority of breeding to the measly servants around her. Larson's attempts at humor come off weak and wooden and unlikable. I know I'm misreading it a little bit, but hey, it's my thing. Popular characters that we have come to know and love, like Nick Fury and Agent Coulson, are either woefully underutilized, as is the case with Coulson, or a victim of character assassination, as is the case with Fury. Nick Fury was reduced to a cat sitter, and the loss of his eye, which previously had been an interesting plot point, is now a joke thanks to the claws of the aforementioned alien cat. Goose. Why did we even need the damn Flerken? There was no point. Samuel L. Jackson is nothing more than a name for marketing the film. That's all he was. Just, put out there. The action is unexceptional, and the fight choreography is average at best. The film was simply a mediocre attempt at a superhero motion picture with a budget that exceeded the inferior finished project. It is easily understood why this film resonated with disillusioned women. However, it feels manufactured and very superficial. Captain Marvel would please women who have felt underappreciated or disenchanted by showing Danvers as the target of sexist jokes and the daughter of a domineering father. Why does female empowerment in films need to come to spite males or even by their villainization? I mean, her troop was rooting against her. The one guy where you know why they call it a cockpit. And of course, the abusive father thing, which has been played to death. It just was it was the easy and weak way to approach the subject, uh, and it just stood out like because of that. The only positive aspects of Captain Marvel are the song choices and brief moments of 90s nostalgia. Um, Blockbuster Video. It's always fun to see Blockbuster Video. Always missed. And of course, the great Stanley cameo this film had, which of course we all know we will greatly miss Stan, but that put him there with a Mallrats script was a stroke of brilliance. If anybody's ever seen Mallrats, it, it's it's a Kevin Smith film, so you go in if you know Kevin Smith, you know what you're getting. But he does have an interesting appearance in that film, and it was nice that they alluded to that. Captain Marvel is a flawed and forgettable chapter in the Marvel cinematic story. Any success it sees is due to the 20 films that preceded it and the blockbuster that followed, Avengers Endgame. The character's introduction would have been just as well served as a peripheral plot in Guardians of the Galaxy film or a mid-credit scene in Avengers Infinity War. The word best suited to sum up Captain Marvel: unnecessary. I watched this film and I just realized we didn't need it. The character is unnecessary. It really wasn't funny, and the attempts that it made to try to be funny were almost painful to watch. It just did not come off well. Uh, I will say I am unsure ultimately if my opinion of Brie Larson in this film was affected by a lot of the uh, political soapboxing that she did during the film's press junket. I tried to remove that, but that that face that she has, she just looks like she's always looking down on you. She looks like you are an inferior creature, no matter if you're a man or a woman. And it just looks like anyone that she looks at, it looks like she's thinking just how insignificant they must be and how superior she must feel. I'm not saying that's what she's thinking, but that's what I am seeing. And I know that's sad to say that, but it just completely took me out of the film to the point I just could not enjoy. I really just couldn't enjoy it. Um, Samuel L. Jackson was completely, utterly pointless in the film. He was basically there to get his eyes scratched out by a cat. How stupid was it to do that? It takes this great character that has been set up over the course of 20 films. Nick Fury, tough guy, badass, missing eye patch, I mean, looking cool, and reduces him to a guy who got his eyes scratched out by a kitty cat. Yes, I know it was an alien flirting, but come on, it was a cat. A cat scratched his eye out. How utterly disappointing of a plot twist that was. Um, it was just, it was it just was a pointless film. It was unnecessary. You could take her out of the Avengers Endgame film with very little difficulty, and you would never miss her. Completely and utterly unneeded. Uh, had a different actress been involved, perhaps. If they had actually done the original Captain Marvel female version, uh, and had her friend, the one who played Maria Rambeau, or yeah, whichever, the one who played her pilot friend, have her play that part, I might have, I might have bought into that movie. That could have been interesting. But they decided to go with Carol Danvers, and I really don't see the reason why. And ultimately, it really doesn't matter anymore. I know a lot of people will disagree with this review, and that's fine. Everybody is entitled to their opinion, to their viewpoint, and to whether they like a film or not. That's all I'm going to say. I've had my wars in the past defending films with people that didn't like them, and that's fine. If I like a film, I like it. If I don't, I don't. And Captain Marvel, I didn't. So hopefully, everybody will have a wonderful day, and I hope that everyone can now rest easily knowing that Professor Geek and Big Al are on solid footing. Best buddy buds to the end. Have a great day, everyone, and take care.